That is a system that I use in my business to generate a lot of business. 75 to 200 leads a month. I had one that's doing 200, and I used to use a system called ProQuest. The service I recommend now is called Drive-By Technologies, or Realty folks. Those are the two companies I recommend now. Drive-By Technology has, it's my preference, that's the one that I just did over there. But I use them. Their customer service was like nothing I've ever seen. Nothing. I mean, they are top notch. They charge you like $10 a month and $1 per every listing after that. So it's fantastic. It's very, very inexpensive, affordable, and you can do so much with it. You don't only have to do it to advertise your listings. Like at the end of this, I haven't given a business card to anybody here, but every one of y'all are going to have my business card. I have the option to have it at the end of this. All you got to do is text the word card to 88,000, boom, and my card's going to pop up on your phone. Yes, sir.
I bought a real estate hotline back in 1996. This is when Windows 95
Yep.
came out. Man, I equipped myself with everything, and that turned my business around. I sold almost 50 houses the first year. Went from them. It was a great way to generate leads, but it was so hard to do. It was a fax on demand system. But this is much better.
Oh, it's great. It's so easy to log in. Y'all can actually text if you want to text and see what one looks like for a property. Text the keyword EXP1 to 88,000, and it'll show you one of my property listings over on a street called Clanton. Yep. So it'll send you the link, send you all that kind of stuff. I get the notification, and within a couple of seconds, I'm able to pick up the phone and say, hey, I noticed that you just text regarding information on my property on Clanton. Can I answer any questions for you? Yeah, this, that, and the other, and we go through it, and we qualify them and get them inside that house. You're generating leads as a result of that.
Is it the number one or the letter?
Number one, EXP1, no space. Any questions? All right, good. There it is. Lead generation websites. EXP is coming out with KV Core. Y'all familiar with that?
Yeah.
Great systems. Tiger Lead's a good one. Sync's a good one. Conversion's a good one. They run you about $500 to $1,500 a month for a lot of those systems. EXP offers them to you for almost nothing. No brainer to me, guys. Everybody should have one of those. Even if you're on a team, every team member should have one of those. Every team member should have one of them. So it's a good way to just generate additional business. Good way to generate things. If I was on a budget, I would start with a system called Wix. It offers customizable sites and lead generation capability. You can build out your own. It also helps you brand yourself. A lot of those, conversion, commissions, Inc., some of them, they're basically templated sites. So everybody's site looks the same with the additional, stuff. You got a different telephone number, different name, different picture, whatnot. Wix allows you to build out your own and brand it that way. So you can actually make that Wix site a seller site. And then you promote that on Google AdWords, on Facebook. Hey, looking to sell your home? Go to my site, ISellHomesRightNow.com, or whatever the domain name is. And then it goes directly to your site. And it's very, very, very user-friendly and very easy to do. More great sites for generating leads. ClickFunnels and lead pages. Great ways to generate business. A lot of these companies will tell you to go, hey, go register and look at this and look at that. These two sites, ClickFunnels and lead pages, basically are designed for follow-up. The fortune is in the follow-up. That's the key. The fortune is in the follow-up. The reason why I say that is because that person calls in or goes to an internet lead, they come into your business, you call them, you can't make contact with them. Boom. So what happens after you don't make contact with them? You leave them a message, right? You call them again. Then you send them an email. You may text them or whatever the case may be. And then they don't call you back. They don't text you back. Well, now you done got busy because you got another house under contract, you got a listing appointment you got to go to, you got a home inspection you got to go to, and guess what happens to that lead? It's gone. It's gone. So those systems right there, through ClickFunnels and lead pages, they allow you to build follow-up systems, follow-up sequences based on the behavior of the client. So if they click yes, it's going to go one way. If they click no, it's going to send them a different message. Very easy to customize that stuff. And it helps tremendously with the follow-up. List reports. Another good way to, have y'all ever heard of that system before? Listreports.com? If you ever have a listing and you want to impress your sellers, you can build out an entire marketing campaign. And as soon as we get finished with this, I'll jump online whenever I'm not going through the presentation, and I will show y'all some of these things in action and how they work. Because what happens is, it's literally this. All you do is you go to listreports.com, you type in an address, and it will build you infographics regarding area schools, area places to eat, gas stations, things to do in the area, and just a general information stuff that you can put on your website, like a JPEG, for pictures for buyers. If I was relocating to Lafayette, I wouldn't know to go eat at Prejean's unless I talked to somebody this morning to go eat at Prejean's, right? I'm not from here. All I know is where the alligator is that I ran over. So this may be very beneficial to me to have something like this on your website. And you know how much it cost you? Zero. Nothing. You know how hard it is? Type in an address. 1234 Smith Street, comma, Lafayette, Louisiana, and the zip code, and you hit enter, and they say it goes somewhere in cyberspace. I don't know where it goes. They send us back saying, hey, your reports are ready, and they're finished. And you can build open house flyers like that. You can build property reports like that. You can build anything you want to in your business like that. And the sellers, they go gaga for it. They love it. And they also build you a customizable website. So I have my lender, my preferred lender. It costs him $50 a month, $100 a month or whatever to support that. It's a no-brainer. It don't cost me anything. It's great. A great, great service, and it doesn't cost you any money. I'm all about the F word of free, right? Fantastic. So what happens when you start getting leads and then they hang up on you? What do y'all think y'all need to do? Show y'all. This is what y'all need to do. Right here. This is the easiest thing y'all can do. On my cursor.
Let it go.
Good. Let it go, y'all. Just let it go. Right. The cold never bothered you anyway, right? That's right. That's the key. I love that show. Y'all like that show? Love it. Love it. So that's what you need to do whenever that happens. So just let it go, guys. That's what you need to do. So I'll show y'all this presentation here. This guy here. Does anybody know who this guy is? Y'all know who that cat right there is? His name is Gary Vaynerchuk. Gary V for short. Because we can't spell Vaynerchuk. Say it right like. I had a class in college talking about name spellings and so forth. I had a class in college. It was a Pascal 1248 course for computer programming. And my instructor's name was Cosmas Kata Dimitriou. That was his name. So he said, I didn't understand him from the very get-go of walking into class. And so he said, look, if you can spell my name correctly, I'll give you a bonus point. So I spelled his name correctly, K-A-R-E-D-I-M-F-E-R-I-O-U. That's how you spell his name. And that was the only point I got on the test. And so it was a fantastic class. I had to drop it, unfortunately. But the thing is that, it happens. So this guy right here, Gary Vaynerchuk, a little history about him. His mom and dad had a wine business in New York. And he basically he was one of the first YouTubers on YouTube that went out there and he started a series called Wine Library TV. And it was a big hit. He basically how to pair this wine with this food and all the different types of wines. And also he's big on customer service. And so one of the things that he did was he mentioned that a guy came in one day and he mentioned that he wanted to buy a case of wine. Well, they didn't have it. They didn't have it in stock. So Gary was running, he was the manager of his mom and dad's store, so he made one of the runners go and pick up the wine from a competitor. And while the guy was in there making the order, he made mention that he liked the Braves. And so Gary not only sent him the wine to his house, he also sent him a Braves hat or jersey or something like that. And that was paying attention to detail. And that level of service is so few and far between in today's world. And it makes such a difference and a big impact whenever you get that level of service or you experience it. It is just impeccable. And that's what we try to do in our real estate business, find different ways the Disney Institute and a guy by the name of Chef Hyken, I read a lot. I read 52 books a year is what I try to normally read. And so with that being said, the Disney Institute, they have what is called moments of magic in their business. And Walt Disney passed away years ago, but it's still the happiest place on earth. I go there 3 times a year. I've been practicing, by the way. I'm going to drive that boat. So if y'all see me when I go, and off to the left, you'll see the magic kingdom. So I've been practicing. I really have. And so I love it. I love Disney World. And so the thing is that back to where I'm at, there goes my ADHD. Back to where, he had this culture that was imparted whenever he was alive, that it was going to be an unbelievable experience whenever you go there, right? And so if a child drops an ice cream cone while they're there, a cast member is supposed to grab that child by the hand with his parents, pick up that ice cream cone, go throw it away, and walk them to the nearest ice cream place and get them a brand new cone. That is unbelievable as far as customer service goes. This many years since Walt Disney's death, and it's still impartable, and still the culture still exists there. And so that's what you should try to be building in your business, is a culture to really wow your clients. Wow them with your technology. Wow them with your service. Wow them with everything that you have in your heart. Because that's going to generate business for you in the long run, and it's going to make all the difference in the world. So back to Gary Vee. He is a multi-gazillionaire now because of that. He wrote a book called Crush It, which is a fantastic book. And he's big about video. Everybody knows this video movement, Facebook Live, all this kind of stuff. I just got back, like I mentioned earlier, from Michael LaFito's class down in Chicago, and there was a lady there in the class who had never done a Facebook Live video before. It's scary. It's scary. I mean, I don't know what the heck to say on the spur of the moment a lot of times. I mean, I made this stuff up as I'm standing here. Not really. But the thing is that it's scary sometimes whenever you're there, and what do you say? The thing you want to do is you want to give them value-added content. And how do you come up with that content? Can someone think of a place where content would exist free right now? That if you had to come up with something right now, right on the internet, right now, whoever can guess this, besides Google, name a website that you can go to and get free content.
YouTube.
That's right. Pinterest, who said it?
You already taught me that answer.
You can
Give
have
it
it.
to somebody else.
Pinterest. You go there and you type in buyer tips, real estate buyer tips, and they're going to come up with a bunch of infographics, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and boom, you got all your answers there for your deal, right? You don't want to make a video live, you want to just make videos? I got a tip from a guy. Do y'all know who John Poley is with EXP? Y'all know who that is?
Yeah.
John is one of the most fascinating people and the most smart people, and one of the smartest persons that I know in this world. He is unbelievably intelligent. If y'all have an opportunity to meet him at EXPCon or anywhere, or just call him or message him, you need to reach out to him. Jeff Richmond is a friend of his, Lexi Sanchez and John are all in business together. This isn't a plug for them by any means. But he told me, he said, and they interviewed me at the beginning of this year on how I generated 500 transactions last year. And one of the things that I told John, I said, I'm really struggling in my business with video. Because, you're doing that kind of transactions at my volume, it's hard to make time to really jump in there and be consistent all the time to do this and bring this value to the consumer. He said, Darren, you want me to tell you a way to dominate your market? And I don't care what market it is. And I said, what is that? He says, if you make a video a day, one video a day, 365 videos a year of some type of value-added content, whether it be for buyer, seller, whether it be about your life, whatever the case may be, he said, you will blow your competition out the water. And I'm absolutely seeing this. It is amazing the people in the Louisiana area that are not using video in their marketing. It's crazy, guys. You got to. So let me let you hear what Gary Vee has to say as a result of this. Now, he puts on a conference every year, so that's the first part of it. Let me find my cursor. It's actually just what he has to say.
Prediction. It's a keynote ever given in the real estate industry's history.
Wow! Let's get to it, bro.
I need you to hear this. If you're not charismatic and flamboyant and over the top, that's okay.
Right.
If you're just highly educated,
You're on.
if you're just monotone, But you're like, look, you look for mold here, and here, I'll do it. And what you need to understand is the school system here is very good. And we know that there's a new mall being built 3 miles away, and the new district principal is gonna make this school better. And we also are aware that the housing, this new building is gonna be built over here, and a new subway stop is happening. And that's why I believe that this home is $100,000 underpriced, even if you said it that way. If you're just massively knowledgeable, that's also a way to win.
Okay, so you're saying tell a story, create a story, a narrative about what the neighborhood.
Content.
Right.
It could be narrative. I could pitch you the dream of what Queensland can be, or I can just give you raw data of the reality of why this is a good arbitrage because the homeowners, kids are selling it because the parents passed away, and I just think it's a good buy.
Right.
Information.
You love.
By the way, in video, audio, or written form.
Right.
I'm pushing video because if you can do it, it's the biggest impact.
Right.
If you can't, just record it on your memo device on your phone and post it on SoundCloud and then post it on Facebook and let people listen while they're...
So I'm gonna pause it right there. What did he say? Video, audio, and written, right guys? That's the 3 keys. That is what you do. That's how people learn. Some people are audio learners. Some people learn by seeing it, and some people have to have both. They gotta see it and hear it. Like if I take an internet course, I'm done. I can't do it. I can't learn that way. I have to be physically here to learn. That's the way I learn best. And so whenever you're doing this content, you can repurpose it, is what the point he's trying to make. He is telling us right then and there how to dominate our markets. Because the audio that you take from your video, you can extract it, and now you can put it into a podcast. You put it into a podcast. It's really simple to do that. You can do it in Windows Movie Maker. You can do it in iMovie. You can do it in any of those softwares. Just hit the extract audio button, and boom, now you have an MP3 or a WAV file. And you go and you upload that to a podcast through SoundCloud, like he mentioned, and boom. And then what else do you do? You can go visit. You can go build you a deal on your iPhone or your Android device. Get you a picture and put on there Real Estate Radio by Joel Coleman. Well, now Joel got his own freaking radio show. Holy cow. Let's look at this. Let's go listen. And he publishes that to Facebook. And then when they click on that link on Facebook, they go directly to a SoundCloud. And they hear Joel, hey, and he's interviewing Kirk or whoever. Or you're just talking. I do it a lot of times. I talk to myself in my car. Anybody singing themselves in their car? Yeah. All the time. I did one to Shrek one time. I said, and then I saw her face, and I'm an EXP-er. and really I did. It's like I got it on my phone. I really did. I did. I sent it to Glenn. I promise. I did. Y'all think I'm joking? I'm serious. I'm serious. But that is the key, guys. You want to utilize that content. And so you can't be, again, a secret agent in today's world. Video is generating tons of leads. Tons of leads. This class is about lead generation, but it's also about total market domination. Yes, sir.
So when you do one of these videos, or in the title part or other information, you're putting a link to a landing
That's right.
page? Or?
That's right. Absolutely. Through any of your landing pages that you pull. That's right. Another tip, guys, I just learned this 2 weeks ago. And I haven't tried it yet. Something new. We'll learn together, I guess. But I'm going to share it with you because it makes sense. Everybody has a listing and everybody has MLS descriptions, right? But how many times does it frustrate you when you go and your client says, hey man, I didn't see my listing. I typed it in, it came up on Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com, and some other places, but your site's like page 10. Why is that? Well, there's a guy that owns a company in Canada. And he says, Darren, I said, how do you fix that? He's like a social search engine optimization, SEO, in shortman's terms. He's a whiz when it comes to that. And I kind of followed a little bit. I'm a little bit knowledgeable on that too. I said, Morgan, I said, how do we fix that? He said, I'll tell you how. Whenever you're writing your descriptions on MLS, you want to put in the keywords of that property. In other words, take a look at this great home we have listed in Lafayette, Louisiana. So when someone goes to Google and they type homes in Lafayette, Louisiana, the odds of that listing popping up as the first page of Google are that much more prevalent. That much more of a chance to do that. it helps your listings even when they're in the keywords. I'm going to show you a system here in a minute where you can get your listing descriptions written by a professional copywriter. We'll show you how to save some money too while you're here. So, but that is the key. So whenever you're doing your listings, I haven't tried this yet. My dad actually writes my listing description. I work with my dad. I'm very blessed to be able to work with my dad every single day. And for those of y'all who get to meet my dad one day, if I can just be just half the man in life that he's been to me and my kids, I've done something. Because I'll never hold a candle to my pop. I guarantee you that. And I'll say it in front of him and everybody. I love that man with everything. But the thing is that he writes my descriptions. He don't know SEO. He barely knows ON, which is turn the computer on. And so the thing is that, you know, I don't know if he'll be able to do the, you know, the SEO stuff, so I'm going to have to try to proofread that and kind of do that. But for those of those who write your own descriptions, try that and see if it works. I think it will. Makes perfect sense to me. So.
Darren, would you mind repeating, you were talking about
Sure.
of that, what do you mean by of that property?
Like whenever you're talking about in the description of the thing, you want to reference points that could be keywords on Google, search terms, search phrases like homes in Baton Rouge, homes in Denham Springs, or whatever. Yeah, if you're that's right. If you're searching for a home in Lafayette, Louisiana, and then home in Lafayette, Louisiana, it's a direct correlation between those two in Google. And so Google is the #1 search engine. Would everybody agree with that? Yes. #1. What do you think #2 is? YouTube. It is. Remember, you people used to say Yahoo, Bing, and all this other stuff. YouTube's #2. But why is that? Because video is the king.
I'm telling you.
Guess who owns
How to
YouTube?
do anything. Go
That's
out
right.
there.
That's right. I had a dryer, part of my dryer broke not too long ago. My wife said, Darren, how do you do this? Well, man, I can't even undo a screw. You know, so I had to go over there. I had to pause. And the best part about it, you can pause and rewind. Yeah. I mean, my rewind button was about broke. Pause, rewind. You got to put this screw back here. You got to do this. It was great, and I did it, and I was so happy because I had a sense of accomplishment after I did it. But YouTube is #2. But Google owns YouTube. You know that? Google owns YouTube. And now Google is actually owned by Alphabet. ABC at xyz.com. It's true. It's true. So, what sites do you do for social? How many sites come out every other day, right? There's FlickPress, there's Flickr, there's Blip, there's Vimeo, there's all these different sites. What the experts say is to focus on those. Facebook's #1. We know that. You know, we know everybody should have a Facebook profile, a personal page, and a business page. Post your listings on your business page. That way you can boost them, right? That's the key. Instagram, no brainer, guys. Instagram is killing it right now as far as marketing goes. They have, and I'm terrible with Instagram. I'll be honest with you. I need to up my game on that tremendously, you know, because I just haven't focused on it.
And when you boost a post through Facebook, you can make it go to Instagram.
That's right.
And
That's
it
right.
boosts on Instagram too.
Oh, it does.
I've seen that option, and I do it, and it's not working.
Oh,
I've tried to go in there and connect the
My
two.
Instagram blew up.
Yeah.
That's how I've been doing it, but I get more shares and more likes and more tags on Facebook.
Wow, gotcha. Well, talking about share, she said that, you know, she can boost her Facebook and her Instagram directly through there, is what she said for those in the back. One of the rumors in the SEO, search engine optimization, and search engine marketing, SEM deal is that your website ranking in 2018, end of 2018, last quarter, starting in September, all the way through 2019, is going to be in direct correlation to the number of likes and the number of engagement, the number of engagement that you have on your Facebook. That's why they just recently did that algorithm change where you're only seeing the top 25 to 50 people that you comment with the most. That's why they recently did that. So there's a lot of changes coming down. So stay on top of it, guys. I'm putting that page together. I'm going to stay on top of it too, and I'll share that information with y'all because, like I said, there's enough business for all of us to go around, and I want to see y'all just dominate this market, guys. I really do. YouTube, of course, we know that. LinkedIn, and then Pinterest. Build your board for your homes. Putting remodeling information up there. People love pictures, but there's a key to that. It's called a tag, an alt tag. Every picture has a name. Whether it be you take it out of your camera, it's going to be DSC _123897 or whatever the number is. Well, name that picture. Home in Greystone, whatever the case may be. That way, whenever you click on the images that are on Google or wherever you post it, your pictures will be found, and they'll be tagged, and they'll come back to you. And what is that doing? That's creating brand awareness for you. And what does brand awareness build? It builds credibility. What does credibility build? It builds business, right? So this all links together all the way around the process. Social media, I mentioned that earlier. Video, blog. You got to do it all. Audio, written, and video, right? The written part's the hard part. That's the hardest part for me. It's hard to sit down and write 500 words. It's hard to do that. But you really got to make time to do it because nobody else is, right? That's the key. This lady right here talks about some trends in the industry. I want y'all to see her. Good lady.
Hi guys, Andrea here, and today we are talking about the top 3 video marketing trends for 2018. Okay, but on a serious note, where did 2017 go? This year went by way too fast. I don't know what happened. It's crazy. Not only has this year gone by really fast, but there have been so many advancements and fads in video marketing trends. As a video production company, we are lucky enough to experiment and test all of the latest trends in the video marketing world. If you're not using it in your video strategy, you're already late. Hop on board the video train right now. Here are 3 trends for 2018 that would be a solid option when deciding what strategy to take. First and foremost, going live. Not only do people get notified when you go live on social media platforms, but because it is a form of video, people are already intrigued. You can go live for a grand opening, real estate tour, an event or party, announcing a new product or service. You get to share your ideas and your thoughts with your followers and provide a live look behind the scenes. And that's exactly what your followers want to see. You and your business in a less invasive tone with a more organic yet authentic message. Next up is 360 video and VR. This trend has really taken off in 2017, but we expect it to skyrocket this year. 360 video is a choose your own adventure experience. While watching, you're in the driver's seat and you choose what it is that you want to view, and adding in a VR headset, well, that combination fully captivates viewers and allows viewers to enter that virtual world. 360-degree video can be used for a wide spectrum of online marketing purposes, including taking viewers on a tour of your new office space or establishment, and even creating training videos. Last but not least on our list is animated content. Animation and motion graphics are booming. This content is not only exciting and interesting to watch, but it's super informative and keeps the viewers locked in, especially when 80% of the adult population considers themselves visual learners, as we all are. Animation is an easy way to explain complicated topics, products, services in just a few minutes. So 2018 is the year for video, plain and simple. Now is the time to implement video into your online marketing strategy. Take a look at a few of our video marketing examples here. And make sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel to stay up to date with our weekly vlogs. We'll see you next week.
So, video. How many times are y'all hearing that word tonight? Video is very, very, very important in your business for sure. And so, let me show y'all this. She mentioned something called 360, right? This is what I just bought. This is my 360 camera. And it hooks on a selfie stick. And I'll show you how easy it is to use. You got one button on that baby. That's it. And guess what else? All I do is plug it right there into my iPhone, and I can edit it right there on my iPhone. I don't have to plug it up to a computer. Done. This is called a Rylo. R-Y-L-O. You can get it from Amazon. You can get it from Rylo.com. But this is a great deal. So what it does is you never miss a shot. So I do video tours. So I'll get my selfie stick and I'll unscrew this little bottom down here, and they got a little bolt at the bottom of here. I'll show you where it is. There it is. It sticks on my selfie stick, and I'll put it way out there, longer than my arm. And I'll just turn it on. It just turns on just like this. You'll see the red button. Watch, I'll show you here. Make sure it turns on. There it is. It turns on, and I got 34 minutes of video to shoot. And all I do, we are recording. Hey folks, it's Darren. This is my class in Lafayette, Louisiana. Say hello! Man, a fantastic turnout today, and I am excited about being here, guys. Thank y'all so much for coming. Y'all have been an inspiration to me, and I really appreciate it. So that's going on my Facebook. Bye. That's it.
So it showed your face.
It showed
like
my
you
face,
earlier,
and then it also showed y'all.
Right.
And so what I'm able to do is when I edit it on my phone, I just plug it directly in. It opens up the Reality app automatically.
Camera on the front, the camera on the back.
And it'll show me talking in the very end. So I'll walk through my houses, take a look at this house, and I'll say, there's the kitchen, whatever. It's got me talking. It's like basically a picture-in-picture is what it does.
So it's got you on one side.
That's right, or at the bottom. In a little,
Android, iPhone too, or just iPhone?
Android's coming out next week. Next week. Yeah.
So it's kinda like.
This right here was $3.99, I believe, $4.99, something like that.
Mother's Day is coming
Yeah,
up there.
$4.99. What is it? $4.99, yeah.
So you don't use a gimbal, you use just a selfie.
That's it, that's all I use. Well, this has automatic stabilization in it. So another thing, guys, about this, I can take off running from here to there like this, and it'll be smooth as silk. It's unbelievable. I'll show y'all some. Yeah, I'll fall down that time. So another thing about video while I'm on that topic, guys, this is my iPhone. This is what I shoot a lot of my videos from. But I learned something a long time ago that I wanted to make it look as best as I possibly can, right? So what I have is, I have what is called a moment lens. This is a wide angle lens on my camera. And I hook to my iPhone, okay? And it just screws on just like this.
It's part of the case or just?
Yeah, the case comes with it. Yep. It's called Moment, M-O-M-E-N-T. And so it makes your shots look wide angle. So when we had all these flooded and gutted houses, there's no way I was going to pay a professional photographer to go take a picture of a gutted house and pay him $100. I wasn't going to do it. So I said, how do I fix this? Well, I went and bought this. I got the wide angle camera. I could have bought a brand new camera. I got a wide angle lens. It shoots great photos, wide angle, and I found a website that edits the photos for you, just like the professional. I'm sure what you're going to.
You mean brightens and?
Everything. You're going to say like, holy cow. Get ready. This is me on Be Live. This is, are y'all familiar with what Be Live is? Yes, ma'am.
This is the website that edits for you.
The one that does my editing. I'm gonna show it to you. It's called Box Brownie. Boxbrownie.com. So this is Be Live, and what it basically does is it allows you to edit. To edit your Facebook Live videos. You can put pictures of houses up there. You can put all kind of information there, and it comes up. You can show comments on screen. This is me, and I'll let y'all see this one right here. It was one of the listings I was doing.
Hey folks, hope you're having a fantastic day today. We decided to go Facebook Live here on this fantastic Monday, March the 5th. Can you believe it is March already? Unbelievable. Just how fast time flies. Just yesterday it was January, so we've been unbelievably busy in our business for sure, and I just wanted to reach out to everybody and tell y'all about a new listing that we have on the market, which is just a fantastic property that I really fell in love with it when I first saw it, and it's just a wonderful property. So let some people jump on here momentarily, and we've got one viewer out there right now. I can't see who it is. It's actually Nicole. What's up, Nicole? I know, dude. Look at that.
So there,
Nicole. She works for our team. Nicole, y'all, let me tell you about Nicole. Nicole is a go-getter.
What that's doing is it's bringing in engagement, right? And what I say is going to happen next year into this year, engagement is everything. That's why these services are now starting to exist. I'm going to show you in a minute another system similar to this that allows you to put those things up whenever you go Facebook Live on your mobile phone. So you'll be able to put the listings up. You can say, stay tuned for my great new listing coming soon. Countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go live. Boom. You got pictures. You can do walkthrough tours all on Facebook Live. It's amazing.
So Nicole is a consumer?
She's one of my agents.
Oh, okay, one of your agents.
She just jumped on my live video. So let me show y'all once it gets down to, I'm going to bore y'all with my video. Show some pictures in there. Joanna. So you can see that you're showing photos now.
Amazing, absolutely amazing. The curb appeal of this property. It's just wonderful property. There's palm trees up front. The best part about this property, y'all, it sits on a corner lot, which is really cool because the lot size is very large. And so
one of the things that most people do when they're on Facebook Live is they just talk, right? You just talk, and you may video or whatever the case may be. This allows you to have interaction, engagement. You can put whatever you want, floor plans, do it for builders, introducing neighborhoods, developments, any of that type of stuff is so beneficial to be able to do that because, again, you're creating that engagement. You're making people want to watch and you're selling your branding, you're selling yourself, and you're showing a great service.
Darren,
Yes.
you're doing this through
BeLive.tv, yes ma'am. The way you do it is you just go to BeLive.tv, and then it'll log in, you'll connect your Facebook account to it, and then you can just say, it
They got
says,
an app too.
yep, it says start broadcast. Yeah, they got an app too. Start broadcast and boom, you're done. That's what you see a lot of the top players who just joined EXP, that's the system that they're using on their webinars.
And
so
you'll
live
upload
difference in
pictures
Facebook.
of listings previous?
Yeah.
Okay.
If they're in an album on your Facebook,
Right,
you
right.
go pull them directly from that album. And that's another thing you can do. I started loading all my pictures up in an individual album on Facebook, and I title it, this property address, and boom, you pull it. Yep. Any other
Hey,
questions?
You know, I just did that on a listing that I had. I put 200 photographs of this listing in an album. You would not believe how many people shared it. They had to have spent, 30 minutes looking through all of them.
Right. Smart move, and I'll tell y'all something while he's talking about photos. I learned this at a mastermind not too long ago. If you want to compete on Realtor.com, Zillow, Trillium, a lot of those sites, Zillow now owns Trillium, right? A lot of those sites now, they will rank you as an individual agent and show your listings based on the number of photos you have uploaded. So if I have 30 and Kirk has 10, they're going to show mine more and faster
And if
than
I
they
had
would.
video.
That's right, and if you got video. So you want to make sure that you're doing that for all your listings to get the proper exposure. Again, it's branding, lead generation, building a brand, growing the leads. Everything works in conjunction with one another. That's it. That's what it's kind of cool. This is called Switcher Studio. That's the one on your iPhone that you can do, and it allows you to go live directly and put those animations on without having to have a PC. So that's the one that they allow for the iPhone itself. Some bonus materials, the best apps and websites used in my business. Box Browning. I'll jump out of this presentation right quick and show y'all what that does.
Hey, go back 2 slides, please.
Sure, absolutely. That's an invaluable deal because I wanted to be able to do the let me go to this link right quick. Let me see if it'll hyperlink out here. Show y'all how it works. Get good internet connection. I'm connected, guys. Just bear with me. It's going up. Should be.
Still in connection?
Yeah, it's still connected. He's trying to connect. It's up. Yeah, I am. Try my air cord right quick. So I'm connected to this air cord real quick. You just upload them there, boom. They do, different things. They do virtual staging, they do floor plans, they do photo editing. Look at this right here. I mean, that's quality. That is quality stuff. Look, they do the dusk twilight pictures. They do